In Fate's Grand Order, it is difficult to be a terrible servant. Given the various niches, it's almost impossible not to fall into one. So what if I told you there was a servant who was not only a bad servant, but two? On the surface, Henry Jekyll appears to be a quiet, unassuming young man, but he hides a terrible secret. Henry Jekyll and Mr. Hyde is a unique heroic spirit in Fate Grand Order, being the only servant capable of changing class, transforming him from a mediocre assassin with a terrible noble phantasm into a mediocre berserker with no noble phantasm at all. He has low base damage, pitiful star generation, and with just one arts card, little NP gain potential. His first skill, Monstrous Strength Rank B Jekyll and Hyde, is a personal adaptation of the standard Monstrous Strength skill. That makes it considerably weaker. His second skill is the game's single worst stun. And his final skill, Self-Modification Rank D, grants him a small critical strength buff that is neither critical nor displays strength. But of course, this is because you're not supposed to play as Jekyll. Instead, his kit relies on unleashing his noble phantasm, Dangerous Game, which replaces poor Jekyll with the despicable Mr. Hyde. But don't worry, instead of only having 2 main classes with class advantage over him, he now has 7. Now, there is a lot to like about Hyde, at least compared to Jekyll. In this form, the attack buff and stun are far more effective, and the critical damage buff becomes genuinely impressive. Not that he's going to get the stars to actually use it. But at least there is his noble phantasm.